All right, listen up, y'all.
Greetings, everybody. This is another episode of All Things Education Official. I'm your teacher, your educator, your host, Mr. Abdullah. If you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing, please feel free to leave a comment. You don't like what you're hearing, what you're seeing, please feel free to leave a comment. Hit the subscribe button, send to your friends, let them know the education is happening over here in class. So, all educators who truly care about you and your children will tell you this.
A lot of people say, college is a scam, it's bullshit, whatever. You were able to use the education system to your advantage and get into the tech field, etc. Can you talk a little bit about if someone is going to decide to go to college and pursue higher education, how do they go about it intelligently so they don't get a useless degree?
College is not a scam, but what most people choose to study in college is a scam. If it ends in the word studies, it's a fake degree. African American studies, Chicano studies, gender studies. Damn, you're studying yourself? That's dumb. No one pays for that. Sociology, English. What do you do with that degree? Oh, you write a book? You don't need that for that. That's dumb. We all know what the good degrees are. Accounting, science.
STEM.
Yeah, basically. And there's some things we do need to be cautious of. Like, for example, law is a dying field.
I agree. A lot of people don't talk about that unless you're going to top law school.
That's right.
It's an L.
It's been contracting. Surgery is now being done through robotics, and they're doing it better than great surgeons. So when young folks tell me, oh, I want to go to college, mostly I recommend vocations and I recommend a trade. You can see what they pay straight away because most of us are not scholars. Most of us are not deserving of a liberal arts degree. Like a philosophy department should be the smallest department at any institution because it requires extraordinary intellect, which most of us don't have. And even if you do, that doesn't pay any damn ways. OnlyFans girls are gonna make more money than you do with that fancy degree. If you don't know what you wanna do, a business degree is not gonna do much for you. And that includes the MBA. Always think of it like this. People always say, oh, it's all about who you know. No. It's about who knows you. I might know him and remember his name. Does he remember my name? That's the key.
Education is not a scam itself. College is not a scam, but you need to be mindful that if you're not going into a collegiate program that's STEM, if it's not medicine, if it's not accounting, most likely you're going to spend much more than you're going to make. I can attest to this. My first degree was in English. Yes, I know it was a useless degree. I was forced after a year of being out in the world trying to find gainful employment to go back to gain my master's degree. After that, I got into the field of education and I went on to pursue my educational specialist degree, and I am now currently working on my doctoral degree. I would say that if I knew better, I would not have taken that path, but I'm so glad I did because I am in education. That is actually my calling. But I'm telling you, as a parent, as an educator, as someone who's taught on the post-secondary level and the secondary level, it is something to strongly consider if your only goal is to go to college and make more money. Most of the time, the people who make the most money did not earn a college degree, and if they did, it was in a specialized area. I think you need to know that your educators may be coming from an old paradigm and they don't want themselves to feel foolish. I'm just being very, very honest. As an educator, I try to tell teachers to tell their students, tell their parents, listen, if what you wish to do does not require a college degree, don't go to college. Look into the vocations, look into the trades. Look into the training programs. These programs, these vocational programs, these training programs, these schools that are 2 years, sometimes 1 year, 6 months, 9 months. Sometimes they can be just as lucrative as a 4 to 5 year degree. And just be careful. Understand when someone says a 4-year degree, those things no longer exist. There's no such thing as a 4-year degree. After your year of prereqs, provided you go spring and summer, you may be able to get out of there in 5 years. You're going to spend unnecessary amounts of money because colleges are money-making institutions. If you look at most colleges nowadays, they're doing a lot of renovations. They're upping the ante on their dormitory, their food services, the appeal, the aesthetics of the actual campus. But guess what? No matter where you go, I'm going to tell you this, I've been telling students this for years, 2 + 2 = 4. Just remember, every single time you go to a college and pay that tuition, you're paying millions of dollars in salaries, And depending on where you go, it could be billions. So just remember, vocation, trade, training. Those are things to strongly consider when you're talking about the outcomes that you wish to accomplish. Once again, this is another episode of All Things Education Official with your host and teacher, Mr. Abdullah. You are dismissed.
Yeah! You are all expurgated. You are just